Your rights as a tenant when a disaster happens. Housing damage is common after a disaster. This video will walk you through your rights as a tenant if your rental home is partially habitable and you want to stay. This means that part of your home is destroyed, but part is still livable. So long as the government has not condemned or otherwise prohibited you from staying in the home, you can stay. If your use of the home is substantially impaired, you can terminate the lease within 7 days' notice to your landlord in writing. There is no exact definition of substantially impaired, but if a home has rooms that are totally unusable, you have a good case. The landlord is entitled to a reasonable opportunity to make repairs, usually about 14 days. But what if you still want to stay? If your use of the property is greatly limited, say one or more rooms are essentially unusable, your rent should be based on the fair market value of the usable part. Immediately notify the landlord in writing of the damages to the property and the part that is usable. There's also no clear definition of fair market value, but a good bet is to deduct the part that's not usable. 2 rooms out of 4 have major damage? Suggest deducting rent by half. Try to come to an agreement with the landlord about reducing the rent while repairs are being made. If the landlord won't agree to a reduced rent amount while you wait for repairs, you'll need evidence to show a fair rent amount. Like in our example, if half of the house can be used and you want to just pay half the rent amount, you need evidence that only half of the home is usable, like photos, testimony of witnesses who may have been in those rooms. Finally, it's important to note that the home can be condemned even if some parts remain livable. This means the local government says that no one is allowed to live there. So even if you want to stay in a place that's in bad shape, you might not be able to. The government can condemn a partially damaged home even if you want to stay.